But your system is the way you recruit players, manage your assistant coaches, and conduct practice. If you're an entrepreneur, your goal might be to build $1 million business. Your system is how you test product ideas, hire employees, and run marketing campaigns. If you're a musician, your goal might be to play a new piece. Your system is how often you practice, how you break down and tackle difficult measures, and your method for receiving feedback from your instructor. Now for the interesting question. If you completely ignored your goals and focused only on your system, would you still succeed? For example, if you were a basketball coach and you ignored your goal to win a championship and focused only on what your team does at practice each day, would you still get results? I think you would. The goal in any sport is to finish with the best score, but it would be ridiculous to spend the whole game staring at the scoreboard. The only way to actually win is to get better each day. In the words of three-time Super Bowl winner Bill Walsh, the score takes care of itself. The same is true for other areas of life. If you want better results, then forget about setting goals. Focus on your system instead. What do I mean by this? Are goals completely useless? Of course not. Goals are good for setting a direction, but systems are best for making progress. A handful of problems arise when you spend too much time thinking about your goals and not enough time designing your systems. Let me go over a few of them. Problem number 1. Winners and losers have the same goals. Goal setting suffers from a serious case of survivorship bias. We concentrate on the people who end up winning, the survivors, and mistakenly assume that ambitious goals led to their success while overlooking all of the people who had the same objective but didn't succeed. Every Olympian wants to win a gold medal. Every candidate wants to get the job. And if successful and unsuccessful people share the same goals, then the goal cannot be what differentiates the winners from the losers. It wasn't the goal of winning the Tour de France that propelled the British cyclists to the top of the sport. Presumably, they had wanted to win the race every year before, just like every other professional team. The goal had always been there. It was only when they implemented a system of continuous small improvements that they achieved a different outcome. Problem number 2. Achieving a goal is only a momentary change. Imagine you have a messy room and you set a goal to clean it. If you summon the energy to tidy up, then you will have a clean room, for now. But if you maintain the same sloppy, pack rat habits that led to a messy room in the first place, soon you'll be looking at a new pile of clutter and hoping for another burst of motivation. You're left chasing the same outcome because you never changed the system behind it. You treated a symptom without addressing the cause. Achieving a goal only changes your life for the moment. That's the counterintuitive thing about improvement. We think we need to change our results, but the results are not the problem. What we really need to change are the systems that cause those results. When you solve problems at the results level, you only solve them temporarily. In order to improve for good, you need to solve problems at the systems level. Fix the inputs, and the outputs will fix themselves. Problem number 3. Goals restrict your happiness. The implicit assumption behind any goal is this: once I reach my goal, then I'll be happy. The problem with a goals-first mentality is that you're continually putting happiness off until the next milestone. I've slipped into this trap so many times I've lost count. For years, happiness was always something for my future self to enjoy. I promised myself that once I gained 20 pounds of muscle or after my business was featured in the New York Times, then I can finally relax. Furthermore, goals create an either-or conflict. Either you achieve your goal and are successful, or you fail and you are a disappointment. You mentally box yourself into a narrow version of happiness. This is misguided. It is unlikely that your actual path through life will match the exact journey you had in mind when you set out. It makes no sense to restrict your satisfaction to one scenario when there are many paths to success. A systems-first mentality provides the antidote. When you fall in love with the process rather than the product, you don't have to wait to give yourself permission to be happy. You can be satisfied anytime your system is running. And a system can be successful in many different forms, not just the first one you envisioned. Problem number 4. Goals are at odds with long-term progress. Finally, a goal-oriented mindset can create a yo-yo effect. Many runners work hard for months, but as soon as they cross the finish line, they stop training. The race is no longer there to motivate them. When all of your hard work is focused on a particular goal, what is left to push you forward after you achieve it? This is why many people find themselves reverting to their old habits after accomplishing a goal. The purpose of setting goals is to win the game. The purpose of building systems is to continue playing the game. True long-term thinking is goalless thinking. It's not about any single accomplishment. It's about the cycle of endless refinement and continuous improvement. Ultimately, it is your commitment to the process that will determine your progress. A system of atomic habits. If you're having trouble changing your habits, the problem isn't you. The problem is your system. Bad habits repeat themselves again and again, not because you don't want to change, but because you have the wrong system for change. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Focusing on the overall system, rather than a single goal, is one of the core themes of this book. It is also one of the deeper meanings behind the word atomic. By now, you have probably realized that an atomic habit refers to a tiny change, a marginal gain, a 1% improvement. But atomic habits are not just any old habits, however small. They are little habits that are part of a larger system. Just as atoms are the building blocks of molecules, atomic habits are the building blocks of remarkable results. Habits are like the atoms of our lives. Each one is a fundamental unit that contributes to your overall improvement. At first, these tiny routines seem insignificant, but soon they build on each other and fuel bigger wins that multiply to a degree that far outweighs the cost of their initial investment. They are both small and mighty. This is the meaning of the phrase atomic habits, a regular practice or routine that is not only small and easy to do, but also the source of incredible power, a component of the system of compound growth. Chapter summary. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Getting 1% better every day counts for a lot in the long run. Habits are a double-edged sword. They can work for you or against you, which is why understanding the details is essential. Small changes often appear to make no difference until you cross a critical threshold. The most powerful outcomes of any compounding process are delayed. You need to be patient. An atomic habit is a little habit that is part of a larger system. Just as atoms are the building blocks of molecules, atomic habits are the building blocks of remarkable results. If you want better results, then forget about setting goals. Focus on your system instead. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Chapter 2. How your habits shape your identity, and vice versa. Why is it so easy to repeat bad habits, and so hard to form good ones? Few things can have a more powerful impact on your life than improving your daily habits. And yet, it is likely that this time next year, you'll be doing the same thing rather than something better. It often feels difficult to keep good habits going for more than a few days, even with sincere effort and the occasional burst of motivation. Habits like exercise, meditation, journaling, and cooking are reasonable for a day or two and then become a hassle. However, once your habits are established, they seem to stick around forever, especially the unwanted ones. Despite our best intentions, unhealthy habits like eating junk food, watching too much television, procrastinating, and smoking can feel impossible to break. Changing our habits is challenging for two reasons. One, we try to change the wrong thing, and two, we try to change our habits in the wrong way. In this chapter, I'll address the first point. In the chapters that follow, I'll answer the second. Our first mistake is that we try to change the wrong thing. To understand what I mean, consider that there are three levels at which change can occur. You can imagine them like the layers of an onion. An image and graphical representation of these layers is available at atomichabits.com/media. The first layer is changing your outcomes. This level is concerned with changing your results. Losing weight, publishing a book, winning a championship. Most of the goals you set are associated with this level. The second layer is changing your process. This level is concerned with changing your habits and systems, implementing a new routine at the gym, decluttering your desk for better workflow, developing a meditation practice. Most of the habits you build are associated with this level. The third and deepest layer is changing your identity. This level is concerned with changing your beliefs, your worldview, your self-image, your judgments about yourself and others. Most of the beliefs, assumptions, and biases that you hold are associated with this level. Outcomes are about what you get. Processes are about what you do. Identity is about what you do. When it comes to building habits that last, when it comes to building a system of 1% improvements, the problem is not that one level is better or worse than another. All levels of change are useful in their own way. The problem is the direction of change. Many people begin the process of changing their habits by focusing on what they want to achieve. This leads to outcome-based habits. The alternative is to build identity-based habits. With this approach, we start by focusing on who we wish to become. Again, an example of the difference between these two is available at atomichabits.com/media. Imagine two people resisting a cigarette. When offered a smoke, the first person says, "No thanks, I'm trying to quit." It sounds like a reasonable response, but this person still believes they are a smoker who is trying to be something else. They are hoping their behavior will change while carrying around the same beliefs. The second person declines by saying, "No thanks, I'm not a smoker." It's a small difference, but this statement signals a shift in identity. Smoking was part of their former life, not their current one. They no longer identify as someone who smokes. Most people don't even consider identity change when they set out to improve. They just think, I want to be skinny, outcome, and if I stick to this diet, then I'll be skinny, process. They set goals and determine the actions they should take to achieve those goals without considering the beliefs that drive their actions. They never shift the way they look at themselves, and they don't realize that their old identity can sabotage their new plans for change. Behind every system of actions are a system of beliefs. The system of democracy, for example, is founded on beliefs like freedom, majority rule, and social equality. The system of a dictatorship has a very different set of beliefs, like absolute authority and strict obedience. You can imagine many ways to try to get more people to vote in a democracy, but such behavior change would never get off the ground. That's not the identity of the system. Voting is a behavior that is impossible under a certain set of beliefs. A similar pattern exists whether we are discussing individuals, organizations, or societies. There are a set of beliefs and assumptions that shape the system, an identity behind the habits. Behavior that is incongruent with the self will not last. You may want more money, but if your identity is someone who consumes rather than creates, then you'll continue to be pulled toward spending rather than earning. You may want better health, but if you continue to prioritize comfort over accomplishment, you'll be drawn to relaxing rather than training. It's hard to change your habits if you never change the underlying beliefs that led to your past behavior. You have a new goal and a new plan, but you haven't changed who you are. The story of Brian Clark, an entrepreneur from Boulder, Colorado, provides a good example. For as long as I can remember, I've chewed my fingernails, Clark told me. It started as a nervous habit when I was young, and then morphed into an undesirable grooming ritual. One day, I resolved to stop chewing my nails until they grew out of it. Through mindful willpower alone, I managed to do it. Then, Clark did something surprising. I asked my wife to schedule my first ever manicure, he said. My thought was that if I started paying to maintain my nails, I wouldn't chew them. And it worked, but not for the monetary reason. What happened was the manicure made my fingers look really nice for the first time. The manicurist even said that, other than the chewing, I had really healthy, attractive nails. Suddenly, I was proud of my fingernails, and even though that's something I had never aspired to, it made all the difference. I've never chewed my nails since, not even a single close call, and it's because I now take pride in properly caring for them. The ultimate form of intrinsic motivation is when a habit becomes part of your identity. It's one thing to say, I'm the type of person who wants this. It's something very different to say, I'm the type of person who is this. The more pride you have in a particular aspect of your identity, the more motivated you will be to maintain the habits associated with it. If you're proud of how your hair looks, you'll develop all sorts of habits to care for and maintain it. If you're proud of the size of your biceps, you'll make sure you never skip an upper body workout. If you're proud of the scarves you knit, you'll be more likely to spend hours knitting each week. Once your pride gets involved, you'll fight tooth and nail to maintain your habits. True behavior change is identity change. You might start a habit because of motivation, but the only reason you'll stick with one is that it becomes part of your identity. Anyone can convince themselves to visit the gym or eat healthy once or twice, but if you don't shift the belief behind the behavior, then it is hard to stick with the long-term changes. Improvements are only temporary until they become part of who you are. The goal is not to read a book. The The goal is to become a reader. The goal is not to run a marathon. The goal is to become a runner. The goal is not to learn an instrument. The goal is to become a musician. Your behaviors are usually a reflection of your identity. What you do is an indication of the type of person you believe you are, either consciously or non-consciously. Research has shown that once a person believes in a particular aspect of their identity, they are more likely to act in alignment with that belief. For example, people who identified as being a voter were more likely to vote than those who simply claimed that voting was an action they wanted to perform. Similarly, the person who incorporates exercise into their identity doesn't have to convince themselves to train. Doing the right thing is easy. After all, when your behavior and your identity are fully aligned, you are no longer pursuing it. You are simply acting like the type of person you already believe yourself to be. Like all aspects of habit formation, this too is a double-edged sword. When working for you, identity change can be a powerful force for self-improvement. When working against you, though, identity change can be a curse. Once you have adopted an identity, it can be easy to let your allegiance to it impact your ability to change. Many people walk through life in a cognitive slumber, blindly following the norms attached to their identity. This includes beliefs like, I'm terrible with directions. I'm not a morning person. I'm bad at remembering people's names. I'm always late. I'm not good with technology. I'm horrible at math. And 1,000 other variations. When you have repeated a story to yourself for years, it is easy to slide into these mental grooves and accept them as a fact. In time, you begin to resist certain actions because that's not who I am. There's internal pressure to maintain your self-image and behave in a way that is consistent with your beliefs. You find whatever way you can to avoid contradicting yourself. The more deeply a thought or action is tied to your identity, the more difficult it is to change. It can feel comfortable to believe what your culture believes, group identity, or to do what upholds your self-image, personal identity, even if it's wrong. The biggest barrier to positive change at any level, individual, team, society, is identity conflict. Good habits can make rational sense, but if they conflict with your identity, you will fail to put them into action. On any given day, you may struggle with your habits because you're too busy, or too tired, or too overwhelmed, or hundreds of other reasons. Over the long run, however, the real reason you fail to stick with habits is that your self-image gets in the way. This is why you can't get too attached to one version of your identity. Progress requires unlearning. Becoming the best version of yourself requires you to continuously edit your beliefs and to upgrade and expand your identity. This brings us to an important question. If your beliefs and worldview play such an important role in your behavior, where do they come from in the first place? How, exactly, is your identity formed? And how can you emphasize new aspects of your identity that serve you and gradually erase the pieces that hinder you? The two-step process to changing your identity. Your identity emerges out of your habits. You are not born with preset beliefs. Every belief, including those about yourself, is learned and conditioned through experience. Certainly, there are some aspects of your identity that tend to remain unchanged over time, like identifying as someone who is tall or short. But even for more fixed qualities and characteristics, whether you view them in a positive or negative light is determined by your experiences throughout life. To put it more precisely, your habits are how you embody your identity. When you make your bed each day, you embody the identity of an organized person. When you write each day, you embody the identity of a creative person. When you train each day, you embody the identity of an athletic person. The more you repeat a behavior, the more you reinforce the identity associated with that behavior. In fact, the word identity was originally derived from the Latin words essentias, which means being, and identidem, which means repeatedly. Your identity is literally your repeated beingness. Whatever your identity is right now, you only believe it because you have proof of it. If you go to church every Sunday for 20 years, you have evidence that you are religious. If you study biology for 1 hour every night, you have evidence that you are studious. If you go to the gym, even when it's snowing, you have evidence that you are committed to fitness. The more evidence you have for a belief, the more strongly you will believe in it. For most of my early life, I didn't consider myself a writer. If you were to ask any of my high school teachers or college professors, they would tell you I was an average at best, certainly not a standout. When I began my writing career, I published a new article every Monday and Thursday for the first few years. As the evidence grew, so did my identity as a writer. I didn't start out as a writer, I became one through my habits. Of course, your habits are not the only actions that influence your identity, but by virtue of their frequency, they're usually the most important ones. Each experience in life modifies your self-image, but it's unlikely you would consider yourself a soccer player because you kicked a ball once, or an artist because you scribbled a picture. As you repeat these actions, however, the evidence accumulates and your self-image begins to change. The effect of one-off experiences tends to fade away, while the effect of habits gets reinforced with time, which means your habits contribute most of the evidence that shapes your identity. In this way, the process of building habits is actually the process of becoming yourself. This is a gradual evolution. We do not change by snapping our fingers and deciding to become someone entirely new. We change bit by bit, day by day, habit by habit. We are continually undergoing micro-evolutions of the self. Each habit is like a suggestion. Hey, maybe this is who I am. If you finish a book, then perhaps you are the type of person who likes reading. If you go to the gym, then perhaps you are the type of person who likes exercise. If you practice playing the guitar, perhaps you are the type of person who likes music. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. No single instance will transform your beliefs, but as the votes build up, so does the evidence of your new identity. This is one reason why meaningful change does not require radical change. Small habits can make a meaningful difference by providing evidence of a new identity. And if a change is meaningful, it actually is big. That's the paradox of making small improvements. Putting this all together, you can see that habits are the path to changing your identity. The most practical way to change who you are is to change what you do. Each time you write a page, you are a writer. Each time you practice the violin, you are a musician. Each time you start a workout, you are an athlete. Each time you encourage your employees, you are a leader. Each habit not only gets results, but also teaches you something far more important, to trust yourself. You start to believe you can actually accomplish these things. When the votes mount up and the evidence begins to change, the story you tell yourself begins to change as well. Of course, it works the opposite way too. Every time you choose to perform a bad habit, it's a vote for that identity. The good news is, you don't need to be perfect. In any election, there are going to be votes for both sides. You don't need a unanimous vote to win the election. You just need a majority. It doesn't matter if you cast a few votes for a bad behavior or an unproductive habit. Your goal is simply to win the majority of the time. New identities require new evidence. If you keep casting the same votes you've always cast, you're going to keep getting the same results you've always had. If nothing changes, nothing is going to change. It is a simple two-step process. 1, decide the type of person you want to be. 2, prove it to yourself with small wins. First, decide who you want to be. This holds at any level, as an individual, as a team, as a community, as a nation. What do you want to stand for? What are your principles and values? Who do you wish to become? These are big questions, and many people aren't sure where to begin. But they do know what kind of results they want. To get six-pack abs, or to feel less anxious, or to double their salary. That's fine. Start there and work backward from the results you want to the type of person who could get those results. Ask yourself, who is the type of person that could get the outcome I want? Who is the type of person that could lose 40 pounds? Who is the type of person that could learn a new language? Who is the type of person that could run a successful startup? For example, who is the type of person who could write a book? Well, it's probably someone who is consistent and reliable. So now your focus shifts from writing a book, outcome-based, to being the type of person who is consistent and reliable, identity-based. This process can lead to beliefs like, I'm the kind of teacher who stands up for her students. I'm the kind of doctor who gives each patient the time and empathy they need. I'm the kind of manager who advocates for her employees. Once you have a handle on the type of person you want to be, you can begin taking small steps to reinforce your desired identity. I have a friend who lost over 100 pounds by asking herself, what would a healthy person do? All day long, she would use this question as a guide. Would a healthy person walk or take a cab? Would a healthy person order a burrito or a salad? She figured if she acted like a healthy person long enough, eventually she would become that person. She was right. The concept of identity-based habits is our first introduction to another key theme in this book, feedback loops. Your habits shape your identity, and then your identity shapes your habits. It's a two-way street. The formation of all habits is a feedback loop, a concept we will explore in depth in the next chapter. But it is important to let your values, principles, and identity drive the loop, rather than your results. The focus should always be on becoming that type of person, not getting a particular outcome. The real reason habits matter. Identity change is the North Star of habit change. The remainder of this book will provide you with step-by-step instructions on how to build better habits in yourself, your family, your team, your company, and anywhere else you wish. But the true question is, are you becoming the type of person you want to become? The first step is not what or how, but who. You need to know who you want to be. Otherwise, your quest for change is like a boat without a rudder. And that's why we're starting here. You have the power to change your beliefs about yourself. Your identity is not set in stone. You have a choice in every moment. You can choose the identity you want to reinforce today with the habits you choose today. And this brings us to the deeper purpose of this book and the real reason habits matter. Building better habits isn't about littering your day with life hacks. It's not about flossing one tooth each night or taking a cold shower each morning or wearing the same outfit each day. It's not about achieving external measures of success like earning more money, losing weight, or reducing stress. Certainly, habits can help you achieve all of these things. But fundamentally, they're not about having something, they're about becoming someone. Ultimately, your habits matter because they help you become the type of person you wish to be. They're the channel through which you develop your deepest beliefs about yourself. Quite literally, you become your habits. Chapter summary. There are 3 levels of change: outcome change, process change, and identity change. The most effective way to change your habits is to focus not on what you want to achieve, but on who you wish to become. Your identity emerges out of your habits. Every action is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. Becoming the best version of yourself requires you to continuously edit your beliefs and to upgrade and expand your identity. The real reason habits matter is not because they can get you better results, although they can do that, but because they can change your beliefs about yourself. Chapter 3. How to build better habits in 4 simple steps. In 1898, a psychologist named Edward Thorndike conducted an
Alright,
see you're playing that game.
Yeah.
How is it?
It's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Has it evolved a lot since then?
Yeah, long story short, I don't even know what I'm doing.
Reminds me of Elite Dangerous.
Yeah, at first it was like, there was too little to do, and now there's so much to do, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, you were just on like one planet, and now you're like, oh my god, space! Well,
I don't even know why I'm destroying the asteroid. It gives me gold.
and why not? You get stuff, I guess.
Yeah. I think what I technically need is fuel though, so...
Man, that asteroid looks so stupid now.
yeah.
It should have broken apart by now with how... Man, it looks so stupid. Weird.
True. So I need tritium or pyrite, which I can get from asteroid fields. Oh, okay, that's why I remember that. That's why I specifically, like, instinctively went for an asteroid. I was like, yeah, I remember getting fuel here. So I don't know where...
If the Memento of Mori was a copy of Princess Connect, I think I'd like the game more. At least you got to see the characters fight. But in this game, you just see them making like animated attack, and that's it. You don't even play. You do nothing.
I see.
Just the art and the animations are making me stay here. And even this person eating something, it looks better than a lot of other games that do this.
Oh, there we go. There we go. I guess I just have to shoot
You don't know how happy it makes me to like be able to see a character eat food and it looks almost normal.
Yeah?
Like I've always been tired of like things disappearing. That's wrong. Like man, the new Pokemon game, man, you just open your mouth and close it, and that entire thing will be on.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought that shit was crazy. I was like, there's no way they're gonna let that happen in a Pokemon game.
I mean, like even in like Sword, okay? At least it was courage, and they just like you know, put the spoon in the mouth and blam, easy, okay? You know, at least it kind of looked like you were eating something. Now you ain't gonna see
Like,
it.
bruh, I played Monster Hunter fucking Rise, bro. That shit hits different now.
Yeah, you get to see your character just like devour that food.
Yeah, it's fucking... I'm getting approached by a ship, I think. Oh, there's an award for him. Let's see if I can shoot him down.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm just looking at this like character just like take the dongo off of the stick. It stretches and everything.
Apparently he's dangerous, so I'm just gonna shoot him. Got her.
Hostile ships approaching.
There's even man, I want to draw like that. It's nice art.
What the heck? Went through the wall. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. No! Take cover. Ah! Oh my god. That was not a good dogfight. I smashed straight into a planet and I can't fucking see this shit, dude. I I earned 500,000 units though. Thanks. That's my ship. I need to get warp cells. I don't know where to get that from though. I'm just sort of chilling.
It's probably some weird thingy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Imagine if like you could just like take it off other ships.
Technology
That's
recharge.
what I'm saying, man. I wish. Did I actually get money for that, or did I just like? Did I always have that? I probably did.
Oh, Asian people. This is what you want to talk about. Think about it. I'm just gonna think about loopholes.
Shoot down asteroids. That's all I do now. It really is like really dangerous. Mining. I don't know what else.
No,
Oh, I
man,
know how to
okay,
do.
mining video. Yeah, you just make a new mining video for another.
I just wait until pirates come by, pirate AIs, and then I shoot them down. Easy. Oh, there's lightning over there. Okay, this control scheme is really uncomfortable. I don't like it. Can you go locked to normal? I don't know what that means, but. Oh, that's actually, I like that. That's actually, I like that a lot more. I can summon Freighter? Oh, I can, I guess. so fucking bad at this!
Yeah.
Shield down. Technology recharge.
So quick! Oh, I can't do it anymore! Ah!
Critical damage taken.
Trying to run?
Critical damage taken. Critical damage taken. Critical damage taken.
I don't know how to... I can't really get out of this, can I? What auction? Yeah, I should get a living ship. Oh, yeah, I agree. I agree I should get a living ship. Too bad I'm dead. I don't know how to play this game. Death by laser. Dying mate damage install technology. Okay, so I still get my ship back. That's cool. I don't know why I had sentinels after me. I'm gonna be for real. I don't know what happened there, but that happened. So I guess I'll just come back to where I died.
Life does that, doesn't it?
Okay. I seriously have no idea why they went after me. Is it because I shot him? I don't know if that was the case. Oh. I don't really know what I lost. I didn't really lose anything, did I? I don't know. Set it to 50. Yes, I've not played this game in like years. I barely got anywhere with anything. I'm just shooting things because I want to.
Warning. Threat detected.
Oh shit, something to shoot down! I'll take it. Where? There you are. Oh, Pirate King. I feel like I'm gonna die if I fight him, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Ow!
approaching.
Okay. Can you? Bro, I can't tell what the fuck this is.
Hostile scan detected.
Thing is dead.
Units received.
Ah! I didn't do anything. You have a base? Are you shooting asteroids to sell stuff to make a base? Yes. Well, I'm doing it to sell stuff. I don't know if I'm making a base. I'm gonna be for real. I don't really know about the base part. They're gonna shoot me. Oh, hi. Oh, God. Nice. I'm getting scanned again. Okay, I'm just gonna go over here. Actually, no, I don't want to go over there. Never mind. Ah! Stop picking fights to get a better ship. I refuse! I refuse! I like fights. Ow.
Technology recharge. Shield down.
Okay, I'll probably actually like get a better ship later. Bro, you were so close. What the heck?
Critical damage taken. Critical damage taken. Critical damage taken. Critical damage taken. Critical damage taken.
I succeeded. Get a ship that turns better. You don't die in every fight. Oh, you're right. I'm just gonna go fast. Alright, never mind. I guess I'll just die. Move faster than me.
Critical damage taken.
Alright, I guess I will just die.
Critical damage taken.
The turning does feel like shit though, I will say that. Yeah, I should get a better ship.
Critical
It's okay.
damage taken.
Well, it's not okay, really, but it's okay in my eyes. You guys are just basing off things. They're awesome. Oh. I didn't know that. Well, all the way over here. That's fucking goofy. I didn't know that.
Critical damage taken.
Well, I've got like 53 or 40 seconds. Oh, pilot target lock. Oh, that sounds fun. Oh,
Critical damage taken.
if I just don't die in 17 seconds, easy.
Critical damage taken.
Oh, never mind. Alright, cool. Hello. I will take that. That's the only this I have. Okay. There's not a lot. Alright. Down here. Um. Love the atmosphere. I crashed directly into the ground. Just gonna park here. Oh shit, freezing. Well, should make a base on a planet with no dangerous weather or sort of filter around. Alright. Fuck. I keep forgetting.
Units received.
I think freezing would be awesome.
Now protection fully. Units received.
Like discovery. Oh, oxygen. Perfect. To be frank, I'm not even going in any real direction. I'm kind of doing whatever I feel like. Sodium. I forgot what I used these for.
Units received.
Royal Multi-Tool Party. I don't even know what that is. It sounds cool. Launch starts with 50%. That's not fun. I don't like that.
Product constructed.
I don't want that.
Product constructed.
Prefer a paradise/tropical planet is are generally nicer than better. That's me. I don't know. I like any planet because I haven't seen all of them yet. That is the only reason. I don't know where to get this fucking thing from. That's fine. Oh, it's over there. Unknown building. Oh. I forgot, I don't remember how to yaw. I forgot, I don't remember how to that is oh, beautiful. Oxygen. I love oxygen. Breathe.
Now protection deployed.
Went right through that rock. I appreciate it.
Units received.
I don't know if I'm gonna put my base here, but cool. Maybe it doesn't work. Okay. Sure. Nice. Oh, perfect. But you need to relax. I'm just here to chill. You need to relax. Please! Friendly! Unless they target my ship. It's very not good. Eliminate hostile ship circle forwards. Fuck. Forward. Fuck. Forward. Look at the rewards. Oh god. shit, don't do that. Fuck. So that's what the autopilot does? It's kind of convenient. Damn. Back it up. Is that it?
Hostile ships defeated.
Oh, I actually did it. I'm so cool. I got money. Actual money. Real money! I love money. I'm not very good at this inventory management thing, aren't I? Oh, cool. Is that what's over there? Did I get one on? The name was initiate, but that's not what I wanted to do. Tag. I don't care about this. Search the ship that crashed. Oh, I can search it? Oh, shit. I didn't know that. POV money. Can I go back? Do I remember where I was? Do I remember where I was? Ow! I think I might have just skipped past it. Damn. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted. No! Fuck! I forgot how to make this. Fuck. Alright, whatever. Fine. Damn it! I didn't know I could search them. Catalog. Got it. Can I... Boom. Oh, I'm fucking dumb as fuck. Okay. Can't use these because I fucking don't have space. What? I just have to... What's that?
Product constructed.
I don't have fucking space. Okay. Yup. Okay. Give me the fucking launch school. Bam. Now I'm living like Larry.
Living like Larry.
I changed the craft amount. Yo, facts. I'm getting tired of this control scheme. I thought I liked it, and then turns out I didn't, so I regret everything. Oh shit, I think I know why. Well, I guess it's fine. Never mind. Fuck it. I'm just gonna have to abandon that because I don't know where the fuck the ship's crashed. And I can't see, so I'm ultra blind, ultra mega blind. Yo, okay. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll. Restore point saved. Okay. Oh my god. Things I can use. Oh my god. Oxygen. Found oxygen in the chest. Do I know you people? I don't. Hello. I'm here to say hello. Oh, I learned the word for trade. Nice. Okay. Ah, yes! Amazing. I'm learning the language right now. Does it matter which one... If I offer them an effigy, does it matter which one I give it to? Ah, shit. Fucking wasted that. Can I just talk to you again? Damn. I'll just practice my skills then. Damn! Thought they would have loved it. Hello. Damn, he turned real quick. I met a guy like this before. Except it's grayed out. Literally cannot. Repository! I guess I could just sell shit I don't want. I don't really care.
Units received.
Trade is a pretty useful word in this game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already learned it though. Right. I don't know what half this shit does, so I'm not gonna get any of it. Just disappear in the trash. Talk to... Oh my god, another milestone! What did I do? Oh, I'm famous. Skip it so I can talk to this guy. Oh, that's a recruit. Wait, can I still talk to him? No. Well, I can offer to trade if he has anything useful. Does it matter which... If I give them an effigy, does it matter which one I give it to, or... Like, I assume it improves, like, my standing with them, but does it matter which one I give it to? I can give it to this, like, any one of these guys. Yeah, I don't care about who this fucker is, but, I mean, I could give him a gift. Okay, you're welcome. Nah? Okay, I'm just gonna give this guy Shum. Here you go. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, standing. I love standing. My favorite pastime. Oh my god, shit. Oxygen. Oh my god, more metal. I love it. Health at maximum. Okay. Didn't ask. I can call my starship if I had navigation data. Okay. Ah! Fuck. Summon vehicles. I don't have any of these, so I can't use any of that. Select another ship. Etsu Pioneer. Is that another ship? I didn't even know that.
Thermal protection fully.
I'm not gonna summon that yet. I forget how to like do anything in this game. Okay, there we go. That's how I build shit. I finally remembered the button. Okay. Chromatic metal, which I don't have. I agree, Vinny. I do agree that it probably stands for social standard. I'm not a social person, so I wouldn't. Save beacon. This also new feature. Oh, sick. I feel so cool. Not forget, oh, you're right. I don't know what that is. Drop pod. I'll tag it just because I want to. I don't remember what I do with refineries. I don't know what, if I just put shit in here. Oh, it makes me sodium. Good base. Look at it go. Oh, look at it go. Amazing. I got my sodium. The sodium chloride. Pure ferrite. That was like a shit. Magnetized ferrite. I don't know what that does. What does this do? Requested operation. Can I just drop it down to 1? I don't know what this does. What does this do? I don't know what that does. What does it do? Use the creation of advanced structures and technologies. That sounds cool. I don't know what to do any of that. Alright. Oh, I need 20 of that for the. Okay. Okay, sure. Then I'll just make exactly that amount. Again. Boom. I need carbon nanotubes, which I can actually make right now.
Constructed.
That. Okay, I'm learning. I'm learning how to play the game. Construction. Research unit. Okay. There we go. Okay. Hello. Buildable technology. Oh god. A base teleport module. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot I had access to that. Oh yeah, salvage data. Fuck. I forgot I needed this shit. Fuck. I guess I can afford. Biofuel fuel.
Item received.
Oh, where's salvage do I? Oh, I only have 2 salvage data. Okay, that's cool. Probably should have thought about that before I bought that.
Item received.
Small timber panel.
Item received.
Sure. Save beacon. Oh shit. Sodium nitrate. Sure. Craft metal plating. That.
Product
Oh,
constructed.
I probably should have done more than this. There we go. Nitrate. Sodium nitrate. Locate sodium nitrate crystals with the scanner. Found sodium. Okay, I mean. Created from sodium and refinery. Oh, I can just fucking do it here. What am I doing? Silly me. Sodium chloride. I'll just make all as much as I can. Stop that immediately. Access the build menu, and I will make my save beacon. Oh my god. My restore point. How the fuck do I build? God. Shit. Toggle camera. Camera. Come on. Base computer. I make chromatic metal. Stellar metals, copper, cadmium, emerald, and indium. Okay. I have copper. I think I have copper. Do I have copper? I could have sworn I had copper. I have rusted metal. Oh, there we go. I do have copper. Yeah, I thought so. That's what I thought. Loser. It's gonna take a while. Okay. I'll just make like 60 for now, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Ugh. Hold to complete. Flash the white. One mouse button. Just so people shit. Listen, it's a fucking pod. It doesn't look much different anyway, so. Now what? Base computer, where I can make it. Ponto colony. Oh, fuck. Sure. Oh my god, I did it. Oh, my base! My first base, and it's in a fucking snowy as fuck. I feel so good about myself. Okay, what do I do? Search there. Personal upgrade module. Oh, that's kind of sick. Check out life support module. Nice. Hell yeah, I'm so fucking cool. Like I'm just so cool. Best for me, man. Can't get like fucking multi-tool. It sucks shit. Okay, now that I claim this as my base, oh my god, I can't build this yet. I need metal plating. Okay, I can make both of that.
Product constructed.
Boom.
Product constructed.
Boom. Boom. Oh shit, I need sodium still. Fuck. Which I can actually make right now. Oh shit, it's not. Fuck. I probably should have scanned that. There I go. Yeah, gimme. There's trees over there. Oh, go ahead. I'm starting to freeze up.
Technology recharge.
Make some sodium. Oh, it's right there. The heck? Oops. There we go. Check the storage. Okay, look. Take care of it. I just passed by it? No, I did. Oh. No, that's not. so fucking janky, bro. I don't know what to do. Build ornament, beautiful, buildable ornaments. Beautify your. Alright, I need some fucking. I need a power source, so I need a reactor. I need to fucking. Just start.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Product constructed.
That works. That's not really Trap the builder. That is indeed me. I am indeed the builder. What do you accept?
Technology recharge.
I guess we can start on some patterns. What is the nut? Fuck. I don't remember what that is. What you got for me? So I actually did have a base. I'm just stupid. This looks so awful. It looks awful. Okay. It looks great. It looks great. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Thermal protection fully.
I don't know what to say. It looks great. Can I rotate this? I kinda can. Might need to. Can I cycle through the parts? I can. Not that it matters because I need to edit. I need to get more shit, but I'll just. It's gonna be okay. That's not what I wanted. Cycle. Oh, it's like flooring? Okay. Damn. What did I just do? Fuck. Stop. Calm down. This looks awful. This is the most terrible fucking base I've ever fucking made. Bro, what is this? It looks like shit. That's okay. We're not here to make judgments. We're here to learn. We're here to learn. It's a learning experience for all of us. I've never. Oh my god! Don't do that. Whatever you just did, don't do that. Okay. Can I just like? Sound? Oh wait.
Thermal protection falling.
Yeah, look at me go. I'm smart. Thinking with my mind. Oops. Alright, now I can start with making a roof. I made roofs before. How do I go down? I thought it was like the route. Minecraft. Excuse me for this. Oh my god, it's considered a structure now? Oh my god. god, I'm so fucking cool. I'm so sick at this game, bro. No. Okay, now how do I? Can I just slide the area then if I just? Am I freezing to death? I am freezing. Very slowly.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Oh, it's like recovering now. Cool. Let's keep going. Why did he come in? Let's start by. I don't like how these controls work. It's so weird. I'm just trying to have a normal fucking life. Dude, seriously. There we go. Hello? Come fucking work or something? Come on. We're doing just fine. There we go. Okay, now you're just doing what the fuck you want. Okay, I accept it. Now I can actually move these. Oh my god! Oh, it looks so amazing. This house, I love it. It's my beautiful house. My beautiful base. Oh fuck! Right. Well, don't do that. Good. I'm so cool. Living life in creative mode right now. If only Joey was here to play with.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, how do I automatically go into building mode? Do I have to? Oh my god, I don't know. Toggle wiring. Boom. Wire. In. There we go. Boom. Okay. Not wiring. Duplicate. And snap to finish. Come on. Come on, buddy. Let's go. You got this. You got this. Fuck. I'm so fucking dumb. Why does it just like not snap when it wants to? This is hello? Game? Hello? Come on. It's right there. It's right. Oh, you almost had it. There you go. Boom. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how this works, man. Okay, now I just gotta do this. That's not what I wanted. That's not okay, boom. And then boom. And then boom. Okay, boom. Look at that. Look at that. This is my house now. Welcome to my base. Looks great. I love this base. It's like my own now. It looks so fucking terrible. It's just a big ass fucking box on the side of a mountain. But it's my home. You know what I mean, Joey? It's my home. I need to move
Yeah.
this. Why is there insufficient power? Because I fucking right now it's like
Insufficient Vespian gas.
true. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it here. Can I make it snap? Or does it not matter? It doesn't really matter. Okay. It doesn't really matter. Toggle wiring. Oh, wire goes in there. Oh, love that. Furnace empty. Well, now it's not gonna be empty when I finish. Harpin! Okay, I'll just pick you up. Use restore mode to undo territories. Okay. I just, oh, hey, look at that. What do I do? I got it. I got a fucking ramp. Oh. Look at this. I'm gonna put a ramp down. Oh god, it looks amazing. Couldn't have fucking made it better myself. Don't know what I'm gonna do here. I'm probably just gonna restore it. I probably just Here's my. Okay, so here I go.
Thermal protection falling.
not make it wrong? Just make it like. Dude, I hate how this fucking thing works. It's so frustrating. All this fucking effort for fucking whatever I'm doing. I'm trying to simulate a natural environment. It's not working out very well. I don't know what that sound was. It's good. Fuck. It's so fucking. I'm gonna fix it first. It's gonna look great by the time. Promise.
Ground protection falling.
That's so fucking.
Technology recharge.
signal booster. Meow. Meow. I thought it would like generate the material around like my structures, but it didn't fucking do that. Somewhat. I guess it's fine. It's just, you know, I wasn't really expecting that. I would actually not do that. This is kind of cool though. 'Cause it's like it feels like I'm playing Space Engineers, but it's a lot more jankier. So, it's like I'm playing with. It's like Space Engineers, but if all the building was like Play-Doh. It's kind of a hassle to get used to everything, but once you do everything, you kind of becomes very simple. You gotta know the key bindings, I guess. That's probably the best way to go about it.
Hey there, gamers! It's time to get your game on and get your G Fuel Game Fuel gamer juice out. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, and make sure you pull out your mother's credit card and put her into crippling debt so that you can support my gaming setup. It's like an actual chat with you. How's anyone doing? Is anyone here? Ethan? Joey?
Me? No.
Hello. How y'all doing?
Hello. Boy. Boy.
Oh. Hello.
Hello.
Technology recharge.
Fellas, if I play an instrument once, does that make me a musician? No. If I cut wood once, does that make me a carpenter or a lumberjack?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not supposed to say yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Come on, it's for a joke, man. Come on, you're not supposed to say yeah, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Terraforming.
what are you playing? Ooh, fuck that game. Like, even after getting fixed, I could never get it.
I like what they tried to do. It's just a pain in the ass when it doesn't.
Does it ever work?
It's an interesting way to design their building system. It's just really fucking janky when it doesn't. Because there's something I want to do. I want to build a base and cover it up with mountains. So it's like on the side of a mountain. So it's like it looks kind of, you know, part of the environment. But it's not really doing that because the way everything is taken out in chunks when you use the terrain manipulator.
Yeah.
And when you build on top of the roof, it builds in like a chunk that clips through the base. So it's like if you try to go under and destroy a little bit that's like remaining, it'll clip out of it'll destroy part of the shit that's on top, and it'll just ruin the entire thing that you're trying to do. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of iffy. I remember trying to build a base in No Man's Sky. But I also remember giving up building a base in No Man's Sky, so... Honestly, have either of you played Valheim, or have you tried playing...
I played Valheim before.
Oh, Valheim is so good.
Yeah, it was interesting working with like the house, like building a house, and like how you can like make pillars, like make things stabilize. Sometimes it's weird, sometimes it's cool.
Yeah, I really like that. Valheim just makes you think more about the
Structure of the house.
exactly like the integrity side of it.
Yeah, like I always
Really cool.
thought about like what kind of stuff that I could do to like make things like more stable. I liked like the thing where like, oh yeah, it's green here or it's red here. It was pretty neat.
Yeah, in Minecraft, you can kind of do that. You can put sports, but you don't really need to.
Yeah.
This game, it's way cooler.
I think you can make it like certain things like certain length too. And at one point, I decided let's just look up real like structure building in real life, see how they do it. Maybe replicate in game.
Oh yeah. What about Grounded? Have either of you played Grounded yet?
Yes.
Grounded? I didn't get to really play, but Ethan has.
Hello.
I don't think I played. Well, maybe I played for a bit, but I just got chased around by some big fire or something.
Technology recharge.
Never really built anything.
I didn't like the style of it, so I stopped.
Oh,
What do you mean?
I don't like the cartoon style.
Ah, you know, like the almost kind of clay-like textures.
Yeah, it's a little off-putting. I don't like it. I know why they did it, and I don't like it.
Yeah, no, I get you. It's kind of like to fit in with the theme
Yeah, it's
that
like
they're
like-
kids, and it's like a movie.
yeah, it's like we're watching like that like cartoon Spider-Man or something.
It actually reminds me of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh,
Fuck no.
that reminds me of like that one movie where like there was this kid who like went to his like grandpa's or grandma's house or something, and like the woods, and he shrunk himself using some magnifying glass and went to like some other like ant tiny world or something.
Ooh, I
Made friends and
think,
stuff.
is it just like an ant tiny world?
Actually, I'm not even. I think he changed it. I'm not sure. I need to like find it again.
Because I remember Ant's Life, and in that one, some ants put some weird ant cum down some kid's ear, and he shrinks. And he learns what it's like to be an ant.
Yeah, but something with a magnifying glass. I'm not sure. I don't remember the movie. I'm not sure. I don't know if he like turned into one of them when he shrunk. I think he did.
Are you sure that the magnifying glass isn't used to burn something in the anthill or something? Like some scene, like it's not
Well-
used to burn something?
No, I don't know why this works, but it's like, it's not a magnifying glass per se, it's like this scope, okay? And like, he somehow turned small and slid through that scope into like, that
Okay.
their, like, home or something.
Okay, because in the movie I was telling you about, there's a scene with a magnifying glass, so I didn't want to check.
I mean, you can find it, I'm curious now. Oh, yeah, I think it's called Arthur and the Invisibles. That was the movie. Have you watched that?
Nope.
They're like tiny
Yeah.
human people. I liked it.
You know, I don't know if you guys can tell me anything about this, but I've been seeing a lot of like Chinese, I guess, I don't know if you can call it anime, but it's like Chinese shows pop up in anime sites like Simply Weeb and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
There's
I
a-
still call it anime, but I know there's like another name for it. I just forgot. It was whatever. It's still animated, so it's anime.
Yeah, because I remember that Chinese manga is called manhwa.
Yeah.
But I remember Chinese anime.
Let's see. What?
But I've been seeing a lot of them, and a lot of them seem like almost exactly the same
called
as every
manhwa.
other.
Apparently, Chinese animation is called donghua. But yeah, I like Chinese animes usually. And most of them, well, the ones I've seen are like, they always look hand-drawn.
Thermal protection falling.
One of my favorite was Link Click. Have you ever watched it? Still waiting for another season. Crazy.
Do you think it'll ever happen?
Huh?
Do you think it'll ever happen?
It probably will, surprisingly. I don't know where they get all that money, but it's China.
China. That's where they get it from.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they have like a good social credit score or something.
Wish I could just remove the fucking plane shit that I have going on. I can't at the same time. The plane gimmick is so weird.
You know, I don't think that China's like problem is that they don't have enough money. I think they just don't have enough credit. You know, they're not social enough.
Or, I mean, I don't know, they're on somewhere.
True.
Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling.
I was supposed to like progress in this fucking game and I ended up just building myself a base.
Yeah.
This is what happens when I do in every like survival game. I just stop progressing. Set my own limits.
As long as you have fun.
Yeah.
I don't really like finished games. Like, Pokemon game I'm currently playing. It's Violet. Yeah, Pokemon Violet. I'm just like not even playing. I'm not even doing gym leaders or anything like that. I'm just wandering around. Like this open world thing. Like I can just do whatever I want the entire game.
Yeah.
No need to actually finish the game.
Yeah.
Not really interested in any of the story, anyways.
Ground protection falling.
It's very interesting anyway. Same thing usually.
Well, most of the games is usually just wow, go through all the gym leaders and become champion. That's the basic stuff. Now, other games might have some twists, you know, antagonists and stuff from like those teams or whatever. There's like a bad team in this game too, but I think the only really extra thing that sounds like it would have an extra side story thing would be some random hole in the ground somewhere. I forgot, but yeah, it's whatever. There's no crazy interesting story. It changes a little bit every time, but you still catch Pokemon. That's the whatever. It's nothing special enough to remember.
Dude, I haven't played a Pokemon game since like Emerald came out. Holy shit. Actually, that's a lie. I think I remember playing Pokemon Black. That one was pretty good, but
That's crazy.
I tried playing Pokemon Sword recently,
Yeah.
and I don't know. It just doesn't feel like an old school Pokemon game. It's almost too easy. I feel like feels
Yeah.
like Pokemon games can't like hold your hand nowadays almost.
I feel like for me, old Pokemon games were like average difficulty, but like newer games are like easy. Like it always make me sad when like you choose a Pokemon and your rival's like, ooh, I don't know my type. I'm gonna choose the one that's not effective towards you. Usually back then, you know, this douchebag named Gary would be like, ha, I know my type. I'm gonna choose a fire type if you choose a green grass type, and just like, you know, flamethrower you. And he do that. But now for you to make the game harder for yourself, it's usually just you level your Pokemon to like a moderate amount, or do a Nuzlocke or something, whatever. And you have to make your own difficulty, which if you really want to, it isn't too hard because you choose when you want to do things. That's how any game with leveling works.
I mean, but that's a problem, isn't it?
What?
Like, you have to make your own difficulty, you have to handicap yourself instead of, like,
Well, it's like
going through an actually challenging experience. Because I remember, at least, before, like, finishing the Pokemon game itself isn't hard, but if you want to, like, do everything else, you want to beat the Big Five, at least that was the whole, like,
yeah.
goal in Pokemon, what's it called? In Pokemon Emerald, like, the final fight isn't even that you get Rayquaza, it's that you have to go up against the Big Five, and you don't even know about that till, like, the end of the game.
Yeah,
So,
I still think it's similar. For me, when I played Platinum, I just leveled some Pokemon and I kind of just one-shot the entire game. Like, it's kind of like the same, except in the newer games, it's easier to overlevel. Because they even give you all that EXP stuff that you probably, like, you choose whether you want to use it or not. If you really want like a challenging Pokemon game, I know the fan-made Pokemon game, PokeMMO, like every single I don't know if it's every single trainer, but I know the gym leaders in particular will like play like competitively, like they will switch out Pokemon and like, you know, do all sorts of strats on you.
yeah, exactly, that's what
That's like, I feel like for me that's the hardest Pokemon game. Like any actual, like official Pokemon game does not do that to you. Have you ever played
Honestly-
PMO?
Wait, which one? I'm sorry, I'm playing a game with a dialogue. It's a little loud. Can you repeat that?
So Pokemon MMO, it's like a fan-made Pokemon game.
No, actually, no, I haven't.
It's online, and if you're talking about difficulty and challenging stuff, that game is, for me, was the most challenging.
PMO. So it's like a Pokemon MMO.
Yeah, and they use the certain like Pokemon ROMs and put them all together. And so you can like choose your region and like your all that stuff, like choose what your character can look like, kind of. And it looks like the old games where like you're just, you know,
You're just a sprite walking around and you fight against other trainers.
yeah. And the gym leaders are like a lot more difficult too, since like they switch and like use crazy stuff that you would expect real people to do. I mean, real people made this. They're not like they're not gonna make it easier like, you know, actual game developers for new people to play. It's, you like Pokemon, you want more of a challenge, Pokemon. There's entire community playing it too. Like I said, it's online, so you can actually just like find random people walking around and challenge them to like a battle if you wanted to. There are legendary spawns, there's all sorts of stuff.
I go into every single battle with maxed out Metapod.
Metapod. Wait, do you still have Sword?
Yeah.
Yeah, out of the, I've only played like Sword and Violet, but between these two, I like Sword a lot more. I have to be my favorite 3D game since, well, it's my first one, and it's better than Violet in a lot of ways.
Honestly, I would really recommend you playing Emerald if you haven't played it already. It's my favorite one. And honestly, I love to play it just because there's a Pokemon Safari in it.
Oh yeah, Pokemon Platinum had that too. I'm pretty sure they're like, I don't know which games go together, but I know all those games have lots of stuff that, you know,
Well,
we all love.
yeah, especially like the pageants or the beauty shows with Pokemon Black.
We had Pokemon contests. We had the underground cave thing, which I like because you had your own base. You put traps everywhere.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah, I like that. And you went mining for stuff.
Actually, the cave. Oh wait, you don't mean the base system because there used to be a base system in Pokemon.
Well, in Pokemon Platinum, you just chose where your base would be underground, and like you can decorate it and stuff with like things you unlocked or got from people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
the
how it
gems,
works.
yeah, you traded it.
I don't remember if in Platinum could you invite other people into your base in
it's
Platinum?
a co-op LAN thing. Like you can invite another person through like the DS like LAN thing, and they can like connect to you, and you could just go around. Your two bases would be somewhere in the place. You could trap each other and stuff. It was pretty funny. To, like,
Okay.
to just put
Because
a trap down.
Because I remember that before Pokemon Modern, like before Pokemon started moving to the 3DS, they pretty much took away the base system away, and they didn't integrate it in a meaningful way. Besides what you just mentioned, that example Platinum, where I think that's the only example of a Pokemon game where you can actually visit another player's base. And there's also the new one.
Did you ever have a house in Pokemon? I heard like they changed the base thing to something else in other games.
If they have, they probably changed it a bunch of times, but that's how I remember it being before Pokemon in 3DS, because I don't remember any game in 3DS, any Pokemon game in 3DS ever mentioning a base system or a house system or anything like that, because I do remember that you could have a room in one of them, but not even in 3DS. No, not. You couldn't have room in that. I remember so very long ago. Like, that's another thing though. Like the base system wasn't completely implemented until like pretty much the DS era, because there used to be a bunch of like caves that you could go into and set up a little room in the other Pokemon games, but you can never invite anyone in. That was always like something just for you.
Like Generation 6, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire had secret bases. I don't know if it was still the same.
Omega Ruby and Sapphire, that's the 3DS ones, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they had secret bases, and here I was talking out my ass thinking that they didn't.
I just searched it up. I'm not even sure how all that works. Oh yeah, I remember. There was a capture a flag thing. No wonder why. I never really like messed with it. You just take their flag.
That was a little bit. I don't remember anything about the flag.
Yeah, I barely forgot about it. There's a secret pal. That's cool. Do you have the DLC for Pokemon Sword?
No, I never actually finished it.
I know it sounds sad, but my favorite thing about Pokemon Sword was the DLC. I think the DLC, like Crown Tundra one, was the funnest thing in the game. They had like these dungeon things where like they make you choose like random Pokemon to bring with you. That they like give you like felt like a roguelike or something. And at the end you could like you were able to catch Pokemon, Dynamax Pokemon that were like legendary and stuff. So that's where you would get like lots of legendary Pokemon from.
Yeah, it actually sounds a little bit cool though.
Yeah. Sadly, it's a DLC. Base game is just story and normal Pokemon.
I mean, my favorite part of Zelda Breath of the Wild was the whole quest leading up to you getting the motorcycle.
Motorcycle? Oh.
Like
Yeah.
the whole dungeon before that boss fight and that boss fight with the Yiga, or is it the Yiga?
I never got a bike, sir. I'm pretty sure. I thought that was a DLC.
Yeah, that's a DLC. And I really loved it. It was so fun because it just took every single. How do I say this? I think it took something from every dungeon.
Yeah.
And just put it in,
And challenges?
yeah, in a unique challenge. Because the first thing that you do is you get a one-hit kill weapon. But the one-hit kill weapon also enables you to die in one hit.
Oh,
So already that quest was a ton of fun immediately, just for the fact that it presented like a really unique challenge. I liked
it
it.
sounds similar to like the Master Sword quest where we upgrade the Master Sword and stuff. Of course, I cheated and like learned how to like shield clip through walls. And did that.
Oh,
But I know they had lots of like challenges that like had like they came from all sorts of different dungeons, like lava and all that stuff, and yeah, there's apparently a lot of them, but I didn't want to go through with it.
there
The main
are.
reason why I
Yeah.
love Breath of the Wild is like that is because of glitches. The glitches make the game fun. I like messing around with them.
I mean, I hear you. But honestly, I just like base Breath of the Wild a lot.
Ground protection
Uh,
falling.
I think one of the favorite glitches that I tried and like was it's flying on a horse.
Flying on a horse.
Yeah, I somehow like it was some weird glitch, and you would get the horse to like just start flying and just starts going up in the air. I forgot the reason why I had to do that, but it was cool.
I think the only glitch I've ever done in Breath of the Wild is the infinite run glitch. And that's about it.
Oh wait, I remember another glitch I did. It had something to do with like that one shrine in like in the I think I forgot the village, but it was a village shrine with like this maze thing with a ball inside where you would like move your switch. But using that same like dungeon, you would like overload your switch somehow or like make it have problems loading things. And then after you like did that and saved it somehow, you would go to the where the Master Sword is and just quickly just like do some weird like savey stuff and like just literally load in and pick it up. You just pick it up. No need for like any other requirements. You just take the Master Sword. Which I think
that's the Lost Woods, right?
yeah, Lost Woods. Yeah, and since the thing to like make you do that like pull out thing like didn't load in yet, you just pick it up. Apparently there was other glitches where they even got they made a monster pick up the Master Sword.
Constructed.
Yeah, I remember that glitch. They made one of the Yiga pick up the Master Sword.
Yeah, he's
One
like
of the-
he's a legendary hero now too.
He's like, oh,
Falling.
they just left this here, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's mine now.
Yeah. I also did the glitch where you can get like infinite hearts and stamina at like one of those like the things where you give a heart to get something else. Yeah, I did the glitch to like have like full hearts and full stamina. So it would just be perfect.
What? That's a little bit cheating, Joey.
It is, but I didn't want to go to all the shrines.
Well, Joey, I got to all the shrines.
Wow. That's very impressive.
It's not. It's actually very tedious and time-consuming.
Exactly. The fact that
I
you
want my
went
life
through
back.
all that.
I want my life back, Joey. I want my time back.
You should just go back in time and do the glitch like I did.
Can't do that, Joey.
Well, I guess you're not getting the time bomb.
I need to wait one more day. No, I can collect my emerald. shit, that's that armor's too high level. Found out that my ex-roommate is now turns out to be a cuck. Like his girlfriend's been planning on cheating on him for over a year now. And she just got him to agree to her fucking the dude. Not knowing that in reality his girlfriend might be in love with this guy. It might be him. So I'm just waiting for shit to go down. Laugh. It's gonna be a fun moment where he's crashing down for him. I mean, I can't even do anything to stop him because I can't just be like, hey man, all this shit's gonna happen to you.
They're probably not gonna listen.
You could.
Yeah, I could just tell him anyway. And after he doesn't listen, and after it happens, you're gonna be like, told you, sir.
Yeah, you did what you could. Who cares? Nobody except you. That's what matters.
Better fought than Pokemon.
Why does it default to the maximum? Well, I guess it's fine. I hate how they designed it. It's so
Technology
Give me that upgrade module. Go again. Upgrade, I'll take it.
Ethan, like, fucking No Man's Sky was made by British people. What else can you expect from a game made by the English?
Got me by British people.
Oh yeah, I forgot. They can't read and build the pictures all day.
product constructed.
Like, that's why their building system consists of removing literal clumps. They don't know any geometrical shapes.
This fucking Calypso, this fucking Calypso is fucking minging. It's fucking minging. Ah.
This fucking terraforming being, innit?
It's fucking minging. It's fucking minging.
Now, let me tell you how you build a proper spaceship.
Just get
First, you
wrong.
land on a random planet, right? Then you bugger off because you find none of the materials there.
Oh, really? What the fuck? That's so ass. What the fuck? Okay, so it renders my fucking base before it renders, like, placed blocks. So that means when I come up to my base, I see the base first, and then like all the shit I built on top of it comes after. What the fuck? The whole point of it was to like make it look like it's part of the environment. What the fuck? Why does it do that?
Because the game is unoptimized and they
It's
don't
not
like
even
playing
unoptimized.
the game.
It's so odd that's prioritizing the weirdest thing. For some reason, the render didn't.
That's what being unoptimized is.
Well, I don't think that's really a problem with optimization. The problem is how they coded the rendering, which isn't like an optimization issue. It's more like they have it prioritizing. It's more like a quality of life thing than it is an optimized thing. Like, this doesn't reduce my frame rate by any measure of the fact. It's the fact that it renders one thing before the other. Like, if
Do you get any frame rate drops when it happens?
not really.
No?
No. I'm also
Because
the guy
usually you
running
can tell right away. Oh, well, if you have a 3080, then what the fuck, dude? You're not gonna get any frame rate drops. Like, what?
I don't care about that. It's the quality of life feature. The whole point of it is that
Yeah.
it's supposed to hide the base. So, you know, where's the immersion? Like, I literally spent like I spent fucking 2 hours on it, only to realize that I basically get X-ray vision when I come upon it anyway. Like, why? Why don't you just fucking slip? I throw water at it. I need to find salvage data. I don't really know.
I'm sure many people would appreciate your salvage data.
Core habitation deck. I want solar panels, but
Man, how could they put so much effort into these characters? They even put so much effort into like normal characters that everyone sells. What? Why do you do this just for them to not be able to be cool? It makes me hate and love this game.
got him.
It's like making a character look cool just to kill them off and never see them again.
Got him.
Dude, Chainsaw Man. That's a Chainsaw Man reference, right?
That's everything, reference.
A lot of things.
You're shite, Austin.
Now protection fully.
No bitch. Oh. Anyway.
Got him.
Are you playing Witcher?
Yep.
I just downloaded the first Witcher game because like the Witcher series was like so cheap. I was like, okay, I might as well get it.
God.
Oh.
Crystals.
So I just bought like 1, 2, and 3.
So,
So cheap.
The Witcher 1 is nothing like The Witcher 3.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a point and click adventure. It's RTS kind of.
Yeah, I remember.
Not RTS.
It's just not
It's over the shoulder, like clicking movement. You know, kind of like League.
Interesting. I'll have to play and like see what's up.
Like, you can't even play with a controller, and that's what turned me off, because I played this one with a controller. And it's a real fun game. Because you got all your shit right here and on the go, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure everything like yeah, it's a newer game. It's probably left behind. I had a friend who like had trouble with The Witcher. Or, like they got stopped in the beginning of the game because of werewolves. And they immediately said that The Witcher was very hard. Do you agree? Because I don't agree. I don't believe it's that hard.
I do not agree. I
feel
believe
like
that there's a
average-
learning curve. And then
Yeah.
you have to grind it first.
You just have to like learn. Like, okay, so the main character guy, okay, he's not like he's super OP. Like he lives and like does all the things he does because he's knowledgeable and he prepares for shit.
Well, no, he is OP. Like, the whole reason that you're a Witcher is because you're mutated. You've been trained to kill monsters. Your whole
that's
shtick is that you kill monsters and you take potions and all
I
that.
know
But
what's that. But
the
yeah,
problem at the beginning of the game is you don't have access to a lot of like good passive skills. But once you get into those and you start building your character, a lot of times you can resolve missions just by talking, and you'll get a ton of XP that way. You can build your character, but sometimes you have
like
to fight.
items that just like help you. I don't know. I
Yeah,
just keep thinking that, like,
there
as
is.
a person who hunts lots of stuff, you would know like monsters' weaknesses and stuff. And like, I don't know if the game tells you, but I'm sure you would find out somehow that werewolves are weak to a certain thing, and if you use it, they can't like heal like crazy, and it'd be easier to beat them up.
Yeah, so there are specific like oils that you put onto your blades to deal more damage to certain types of enemies. There's also specific spells that work better on enemies. So there are some like you'll probably need to use some magic to harm a ghost. You'll probably need to make a circle for it. If you're fighting a golem, you'll probably want some extra protection, and you'll make a shield around yourself. So yeah, there definitely is that, and there's a whole bestiary, which is like a monster manual that tells you lore about the monsters and
Yeah.
what their weaknesses are, what you can make to help you fight them, different items, bombs, potions, etc.
Yeah, I'm just feeling like my friends think this game is hard because they're not really like making use of the entire game. They're just like, oh, hack and slash. I press a button and things die. That's not gonna happen. I mean, it can happen, but it's not gonna happen for everything. Dude, the game would suck if you just like press the same button over and over again and you beat up bosses like that.
In theory, if you were good enough, you could play the entire game without spending a single skill point and just using your sword and like just using your sword.
At that point, that's because you want a challenge, okay? If you wanted to like play the game like casually or just like not have a hard time, you'd use everything in the game available to you.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I've gotten so many swords.
Thanks, I have another sword now. It'd be so funny if like all your swords could break.
They all break.
They do?
They have durability, yeah.
Or it reminds me of Breath of the Wild. Except I'm assuming like you just bring your sword to like somewhere and they repair it or you repair it.
Oh, what the fuck?
Just a
Whole
bear.
ass
Man.
bear.
That's your dinner. Go kill it real quick.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that looks like fireworks.
Holy shit! Who the fuck?
Oh, they have levels too. Or that's neat to know.
You can make it so that every enemy scales with you as you level up, but that's really stupid.